I want to talk a little bit about presence in online and blended courses. And I am almost as fanatical about presence in online courses as I am about learning objectives, which means I'm really fanatical about it. Now, what does presence mean in these situations? It simply means that the participants in an online environment feel like they're real human beings, and that the people that they're interacting with and that the other people in that environment, that they're human beings as well. Now, there's a really good body of research. It goes back actually to the 90s that says that students perform better in courses where there's ideas of and notions of presence have really been developed than in those courses where they don't feel like they're present or they don't feel like others are present. Of course, we can't leave it there. We need to complicate this just a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into the types of presence that the literature has identified as important to have in an online course, and which will make your students perform better. Those three types of presence are social presence, cognitive presence, and teaching presence. So let's unpack each of those. Social presence is this idea that you're part of a community of other learners. And to develop social presence in a course, you can use things like self-introductions. You can ask people to share things about their lives, or you can have learning activities which allow people to bring some personality into those things, basically so that people can see each other as, living, breathing human. Cognitive presence is this idea that you're being intellectually stimulated and challenged by the course, and you're being challenged by the peers in your course, right? So this is ways in which to have cognitive presence, or to have maybe a little bit of competition, areas where areas where students can show off what they know, again, to keep their brains engaged within the course. And the last area of presence that's been identified is this idea of teacher presence. And really, it's simply that the instructor or the faculty member is engaged with the course as a real person. So ways to develop this is to create videos like this one. It's to make sure you respond to students in discussion forums and things like that, just to make sure that you're in there and seen as a real participant with the students in this learning adventure. There's a lot of ways to add presence to a course, all these different types of presence in asynchronous environments. But it's also a great way to ensure that presence is there, is to add some kind of a synchronous element. And this can be done either in a fully online course or, making sure that your face-to-face sessions are really interactive in your blended courses. So that's very briefly what we're talking about when we're talking about presence. And I want you to be thinking about this and thinking about what types of elements you can add to your modules in your course that you'll be working on during the retreat, to make sure that there's all these different types of presence in there and that your students really feel engaged as human beings in your courses. So that's all for now. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you online. Bye-bye.